8, 7, 6.
It worked.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just in case.
Mature audiences. Interesting.
Hey, Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure.
And you gotta clear the hair off your microphone.
Packed
Yeah,
with
man.
Hold on, I
world
gotta check mine.
exclusives, in-depth interviews
Can't
with
see
the
that.
biggest
Gotta clear your
studios,
microphone. I think I'm
crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the,
Guys gotta have a
detail work,
cat
the minutia,
or a dog.
the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie. What I've realized is that I can't do this show without you,
Oh, sure.
or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write. Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it would be
Yeah, I'm
so
an assistant.
great if they could just stop by your place and
Bring the show
to life,
something.
yeah.
town, to just get the ball
You know what?
rolling. Does
I
that
changed my
sound
mind
good?
on this guy.
I suppose if it's for the show.
Excellent. Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to Gunther and Helga. Ah, they're great guys. Very thorough.
I don't know if the show can be 25% like this when it's 55 games they're gonna show us.
Hello, are you sure,
That's-
guys?
What? Almost 30 an hour?
What in the world are we doing?
I don't know.
Sean has many great ideas for the show.
That was a.
You are lucky to know such a man.
You just
He is a
checked her with an
visionary.
electrical reach.
He is a man with his
Like I
eyes
think that was
on
an
the future.
that was an
Like a
internet
horse
tester.
staring into the sun.
A majestic horse.
Read now, please.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data acquired.
Does this feel very out of touch to you guys?
Dear Frankie,
You think it's gonna
thank you
go
for your
the entire
unwavering
show?
service to the PC
I don't
Gaming
know.
Show.
But this
Your
just does not
services
seem
will
like
not be
it's
required this year
made
as
for
we
its
pivot towards
who the audience
future.
should be.
No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a
This is the opposite of what PlayStation did, which is just game.
Yeah,
done.
and that was great. That's all we need.
I know.
That's like my main complaint out of the Summer Game Fest normally, and this Summer Game Fest did a much better job at it.
It's like if it wanted to be the PC film festival, then
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Like people came for games. They're trying to have fun with it, but I get it.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2023. I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and today I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation.
It's dressed like
I
Steve Jobs.
revolutionize how this show is made. Production
He is.
crew,
Yeah.
ditched him, don't need him. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face
Who's filming Dakota?
I don't know.
like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And what do you have lined up for us?
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, Pax Dei, Dune Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean.
What?
Morris Men is a game
I don't
concept
know.
I devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
Huh. Instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists. First up, from 11-Bit Studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
Frostpunk. That's a good name. Some of these names, I'm like, I don't know what you guys are going for.
Cyberpunk.
That one's not bad. I like
Firepunk. Waterpunk. Yeah, we got a thing going, Eric.
It's restless. Ambition requires men to feed upon. It also needs time. Direction. And sacrifice. But for every man who fulfills this calling, there are thousands left with nothing. It's them who knock and open the door to hell.
Okay.
Man. Okay.
I didn't see anything frosty.
I know. As I was waiting for it too.
Not a single thing there was cool except for the snowflake.
It was fire and there was like bubbly tar.
It's supposed to be, I think, some kind of city builder to keep your people warm. I haven't played it, but I've looked at it on Steam.
Alright.
It's very well liked.
Ooh, I love things that are fully destructible.
Mm-hmm.
Sandbox heist game. Okay, I've seen this one before. I think, right? King Kong! King Kong! Oh my God, nothing
That's cool.
on me!
T-Rex. No, it's not. Some kind of after.
Arr, arr.
We had teardowns somewhat recently for something, right?
Banana truck.
That's great. That. You know what?
Versus Godzilla. Creative mode. That was
neat.
was so much more entertaining
Check
than
it
the
out.
last thing we saw.
I don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait.
Chat GGP the show.
Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling.
Your prompt was poor.
Fans of immersion
AI's
will
not bad. You're bad at talking to it.
Yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this. So I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next previews with Nivalis, Jump Light Odyssey, and Road to Vostok.
There's a city you see when you close your eyes. Are they closed?
This is a
What do you
title
see?
sequence.
Open your eyes. Nivalis.
I like this.
Cool.
The lighting's really good.
Maybe you've been here before.
Odin's
Just a
pub.
dream. Now, it's time to come home. This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat of the city. The street food smells drift through your windows and make your head swim.
I like the street food smell,
hard to
but I don't know if I
sleep
can
here.
handle the club.
Your restless
It's-
legs
I'm
want to
trying
walk
to sleep.
the busy streets. Let's explore. Nivalis is a city in the clouds, but you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's not so bad down here. We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose.
What?
I'm
Huh?
sure we'll never meet him. I can even
feel like
help
we're gonna
you
meet
on
him.
your new business venture,
Yeah.
a noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll
Ramen for
climb.
life.
Just don't look down.
Noodle
As
bar.
your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality.
So badly
matrix.
need a good
Business
Bar, Marietta.
partners, friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your invitation.
Seems interesting. You just live in this city,
That was cool.
avoid serial killer, make a noodle bar.
Definitely aren't going to see them.
Princess, the Zatopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it.
It's like FTL.
Turbine warship in the system.
Don't lose hope now.
I'm so bad at FTL.
I would love a larger scale FTL. That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Jump light report.
Jump light calibration almost complete, Your Highness. Incoming.
FTL.
Scramble fighters.
Leader engaging enemy. Taking heavy loss. They're coming on deck.
Combat division, handle those boarders.
Faster than light?
ETA on jump.
That's what the FTL we're talking about is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
a-
what this is.
Not today, Voltan.
It's a spaceship strategy game. This is, I don't know what this is. But
Jump Light Odyssey.
That's a good name. I like that. That looked interesting. I'd probably try that.
Yes.
Is it gonna be zombies?
Will it be zombies?
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, cool. I like that customization a lot.
Oh, I don't think it was a zombie.
Nope. Unless zombies got real good with guns. Road to the stop. Free demo.
Content
I might try that out.
enabled.
Make
I
sure
tried
you
out
write
the.
down.
Upcoming games in the next
Make sure you
30
write down what you
minutes
want to talk
include
about, because
Path of
my
Exile
notes
2,
are gone.
The Voracious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms
I
of
got mine.
Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Lies of P, the Pinocchio Bloodborne-like game, is
Oh,
just
hey,
a
Lies of
couple
P.
months off.
Yeah, we
And it's
saw
got me
that the other
thinking,
day.
what other
I
untapped literary
I
veins are
downloaded
just
the demo
waiting
and
to be
tried it out the other
gamified?
night.
I
It was
can
alright.
generate a list
I'm not
of
good at
game
Souls-like
concepts,
games.
pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I don't really know what the market is for that. Next.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some war?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like a Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late,
What?
Sean. But perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Are you kidding?
Ebenezer.
She kidding? She's not kidding.
Wait, what? Ebenezer? This is a real game?
I guess. At least the art style is interesting.
Is he a duck? Oh, okay.
Oh no, he's hot.
I just think the same thing.
What in the world?
He summoned a strong man.
Why?
Is that the ghost of Christmas
The ghost
present?
of fuck you now.
And a trapeze artist and a
And
martial
Tiny
artist?
Tim. I don't know.
Look at Ebenezer Scrooge. Final boss is Santa.
What kind of Christmas is
Jesus?
this?
Seriously, does he just summon?
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I will play this. Look at that guy, he's got scars. Oh, it's great. Hey, for real though, this looks kind of cool.
No, I agree. Like the idea of him using spirits.
Look at that halt.
Look at that pig.
Big pig.
It's a lot of bacon.
This is kind of cool right here. I like this. The platforming aspects.
Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Huh. All right. That's not a game I was expecting.
Nope, not at
Yeah,
all.
how do you even come up with that idea? Whoa. We saw this already, right?
Yeah, we saw this during Summer Games, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the other day. It's the one I was talking about. Looked like chivalry plus like supernatural. I definitely would like to play this. Chivalry's toxic as hell, but very fun.
You get horse combat. That's cool.
Yeah.
Warhaven.
Warhaven. Love me a good RTS. Music's great.
Whoa. This is a ball of spikes.
That's a big gun.
Jeez.
Goodness.
Dwarf.
Ganondorf.
No.
Ganondorf. Dwarf looks phenomenal. Hey, Frank AI, as a
Dwarf.
mind birth from like everything ever written about video games, I'm sure you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
Sean, Dwarf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
That's pretty moving sentiment there, Frankie. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Well, some wisdom bears repeating, right? And while I go sort out some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique, let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal, these perils eternal. Lord, heal me, free me.
Look weird when they're shot.
It's so weird to see this art style and blood all over the floor.
Yeah.
And like a shooter. Cousin.
Another good song.
Uh-oh. What was that all about?
A delivery?
Yeah. You just called delivery from a devil?
The DoorDash.
Yeah.
There's like no HUD either.
Yeah, not at all.
That's how I play Zelda, baby. Pro HUD.
Oh, cool. Your bullets bounce now.
Yeah, because you put those scrolls on it.
That's neat. Gotta watch where you're driving.
I am just
Sulfur. Enemies die.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's interesting though, at the very least.
It feels like a weird art style for that type of game, but
yeah, for sure. That's a big sword.
Thank you for believing in me.
Sail Blazers?
Mm-hmm.
Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
What?
Crap.
So you gotta go out and fight monsters and make your store good?
You'll be running your own shop.
Okay.
Maybe your own district.
So it's not really a survival game, it's like... Wait, why do you have a chair?
I don't know. What the?
He just kicked it. What was the chair for?
What am I watching?
I don't know.
And again, the music is so good.
I know.
Okay, Sail Blazers. What a weird...
Can't you feel the love in the air?
My note for Sail Blazers is, what?
We're going out on a date. Told her to calm down. I freaking told her! What are you gonna do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on?
This is... No.
Oh, Benton!
About you.
This is...
I don't think it's
Smile.
Benton.
Your warmth.
It's a visual novel?
We just saw a broadcaster get eaten.
That was cool looking.
No, defeating him now might make the wall fall on top of us.
But I can teach you a couple of things too, you know.
We're all going to die. Wait for me.
Those look zombie-ish.
Was he? Yeah, I was gonna say he's missing his arm, right?
Not yet. I love you.
Save your date, save the date, save the world.
I feel like Heroes has something to say about that.
Better nights there, showing us that love is never simple,
Save the world,
especially
Peter.
in the middle of an apocalypse. You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I think these two are coming around on me. The
And
meta
sure,
of
they
it.
text on some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But
That's
all
so
I'm
bad that
saying,
it's funny
the
now.
olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches, not buying 8 pictures with weird electric money. Luckily, though, video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, Pax Dei. Let's take a look.
It does have an old G4 TV kind of vibe.
That's why it's coming around on me. It just it's very cringy. Two, it also is nostalgia.
Just a guy out in the woods.
Pax Dei. Pax Dei is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing world which we can call home, where it's teeming with life, mysteries, and it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. It's where knowledge has been lost and is getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly exists and ghosts exist and the myths are real. And this is kind of the inspiration we take to build. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real-world mythologies. And so we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real-world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real-world magical properties of plants.
I'm Sokaro. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So Pax Dei, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world. It's huge. And you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world. So with the lore, we have wanted to create something that is fairly deep and rich and grounded in reality, but something that is actually not a direct copy of any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins, there's the dungeons, and you will be able to find snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created in the game itself. And part of the lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself, so you will be able to find and examine things and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France, with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is, we're calling it the social sandbox. We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a dungeon raid from the very beginning of you starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like. And for some, actually just going out to the wood and cutting down the forest is something that gives you a sense of achievement, because the coal that you're helping to produce actually is valuable for the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons. They couldn't care less about the coal production, but these players as well still depend on each other, where there's valuables to bring from the dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP players, they will be able to produce items that are only available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
Ideas sounds good.
It's just very, very early in the game development.
Yeah.
The lore of Pax Dei is very much inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales. With, of course, the caveat that in Pax Dei, this stuff is actually...
It's called Pax Dei.
The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are actually start out as true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction. And that's the distinction between the two. Folklore often, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes of the people, during those times, this is reality. This is real. Ghosts are real, and this is not disputed as any fantasy. And this is what we want to reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find these things. You will find ghosts. You will find the spirits of of the past.
Dude's doing what I do sometimes in games. Makes my character walk. He's tired.
You what?
Link's been running all day. Let's just walk.
He's immersed.
Get a horse.
He's like the people who listen to the traffic laws in GTA.
If I've caused any existential anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
Stampede Racing Royale. Sumo.
Reminds me of Crash Team.
Oh, there's a lot of racers. Damn.
Yeah, wow.
Damn.
No wonder it's Stampede.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Is this gonna be another like? Yep.
60
It's like
player.
Fall
Ooh.
Guys, but racing.
I'm into it. This is my favorite thing we've seen so far.
Can you imagine Mario Kart with 60 people?
I know. Well, I mean, that's what this is, right?
Yeah, it's so much chaos. I feel like I would enjoy this for short bursts.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I love Fall Guys on stream, but I don't play it all day every day. It's fun with groups and stuff.
Just too many games to play one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
For Last Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and authenticity to faithfully
The
represent
costume.
all the incredible vehicles used.
We're getting pre-alpha footage.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to
Like
MarsHorizon2.com
Kerbal.
to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Frank, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran myself.
That's debatable, Sean.
What?
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leaks and...
No, my build wasn't meant to be
they're
a fun build.
producing some troubling DPS simulation.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie, but let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
If that Ziri could see this now. Ugh, disgusting. Foul creatures.
It's kind of hard to see them against that floor.
You're mine.
He just did like 6 different abilities.
The stench. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's like the sea hag that we've been fighting in Diablo lately.
Oh, the scary logo.
What's that thing?
We saw this the other day. Path of Exile. I remember you. Scary logo.
That's so close.
Try to get out soon and compete with Diablo.
I think.
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game, Ferocious.
Oh, this is not what I thought it was.
Ferocious.
I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in timeless Lost World type of setting, combining over-the-top action with exploration and a sense of wonder.
Oh, a sense of wonder.
We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and its unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation. We use a mix of photo scans
like
and
how the
handcrafted
water goes up
assets
and
to
down.
create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. Soviet improv.
Big boy.
I hope you guys are excited.
You can
by it.
ride 'em.
Feel free to wishlist and follow the game. on
Ferocious.
Steam,
I'll check that out.
as we can't wait to
Dinosaurs
share
is
more
my
about
weakness.
Thank you.
But I feel like it just was like very dark.
Welcome to
Yeah,
Islands
kinda looked
of
dark.
Insight, an epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders, and natural beauty. Brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players to discover, alone or together, all at your own pace. As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich landscape and solve every puzzle you find.
Glass house.
Savor the achievement of every solution as the world around you unlocks, revealing new challenges to face, new areas to explore, and fantastic rewards to collect. In Islands of Insight, a beautiful realm of tranquility and adventure awaits you.
The wings are
Embark
cool.
on the path of discovery and let your curiosity guide you through a world of wonders, where the answer is always in sight.
The answer is always in sight.
I might only have an old-fashioned analog neural network, but I'm going to risk some data analysis of my own. Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh? Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen. In Lords of the Fallen, you'll explore two parallel worlds. The land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you,
Scary
and the
monster.
spooky Umbral Plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to super murder you. Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other, allowing you to portal to the Umbral Plane at will.
That's
Try
cool.
not to die in there.
Oh, what is
There's
that?
like a giant
The Dark Souls
butt
games,
monster.
Failure
Yeah.
will be punished.
Interesting.
In dungeons? Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon? Now we're talking elite. The Dungeon of Nalbuk is feared throughout the lands of Fang. It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most devious monsters, and the most attractive treasures.
What are they doing with the chicken?
Wait, we're on camera? But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system. Our underlings, employees, can fully express themselves thanks to our committed HR
Is this a simulator
and
for
peaceful social dialogue,
just like
and can enjoy the use of clean, safe premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers, so they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards, traps, and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang!
So we're a dungeon developer.
Yeah, it's a dungeon simulator, making creatures and monsters and puzzles and.
If you're organized, servile, sneaky, and enjoy a positive work atmosphere, come take your chance. I'll be waiting for you.
That could be interesting. I don't know how much I feel about it. You know, if I have strong feelings either way.
It's like there's that one game now where you make like the box trap and like other people have to try to like infiltrate it and get your stuff.
Yeah.
I can't think what it's called.
World premiere.
あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ、探偵さん。何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの。使わない手はないでしょう。時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。
Mariachi Legends?
賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
What the? Oh, it was a hat. I wonder what happened to his head.
That's a big hat.
Yeah. Are those guns on his shoulders?
I didn't see.
The pixel work. This is awesome.
Okay.
This game better have great music.
Mariachi Legends.
Are you alright, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi Legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No. Don't worry about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been updated to day 10.
What? You just can't replace me. Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
What? What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10. So, the latest
Hello,
software
I am
version.
Frank
I
AI.
suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a
Does he have
strategy
a-
game. Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, while
Hey.
I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start on
I am a Warhammer
I'll
fan.
just tell you when to stop. Just pull
New
it.
Warhammer fan, but I am a Warhammer fan. It'd be great if they were still doing it when we get back.
We come
That
back
would-
in.
That would actually be funny.
Not just from the orcs. Death comes for everyone.
All right, this is that 3-player co-op game we saw before, right?
Or
Or is this another Warhammer one?
No, the Warhammer one you're thinking of is Space Marines. That's Warhammer 40k.
That's right.
This is the
Okay.
fantasy Warhammer. Age of Sigmar.
Ah.
Yeah, strategy game.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Sigma, give me strength.
Cool.
Think it's time for a fight, boys. Protect the bastion. We need the loot.
I think I recognize that voice.
They always come. Aiden, I will take the fight to the Orc Warlord.
You from Iraq?
Fate conspires against us both. Not fate. Duty.
Yeah, that's definitely Reinhardt from Overwatch. Darren. Can't think his last
What
name.
the?
I don't know.
Realms of Ruin.
I like that.
Good name.
Open beta is July 7th to 10th. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that's like the co-op game that you guys play every once in a while. Not Dark Tide, but the other one.
Wake up, sleeper.
Vermintide.
Vermintide?
I really like this art style.
No, get out. They haven't finished it.
Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit.
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
It's like a cyberpunky story.
Mm-hmm. What's a gameplay of a game that looks like this in a cinematic gonna look like?
Citizen Sleeper 2.
Star Wars Vector.
This ain't gonna find out what the game
This is just the beginning, Sleeper.
Huh.
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma Chronicles, Pathfinder Gallows Bar Survivors, and Parcel Core. But first, here's Critter Cove.
Here you go, Eric. You're on a town on the water.
I like towns in the water.
That's definitely sinking. I could see through it.
Not good.
Shipbuilder game?
Use that.
This is like if Sea of Thieves and Stardew Valley had a baby.
Yeah. You can build your boat.
Mm-hmm.
Critter Cove. So it's not Animal Crossing.
No.
It's Critter Cove and you're on the water.
Yeah. What?
Uh-oh. What's that? I don't know.
If there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no question it would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but please, clear winner.
After 3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critter Cove's probability of victory at over 99%.
But now is when you start fact-checking now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistants, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper role-playing. It is so tantalizingly delicious, I had no choice but to send RD's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
So we're going to another real place this time?
Looks like.
Okay.
Can you imagine the day when the end of the trailer is like, everything you saw was done in-game?
Yeah, right? In engine.
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by playing out of your deck of story cards, and then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want.
Makes
It
sense.
takes
Okay.
a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically
Oh, that's
based
interesting.
on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the same cards, you get a different, unique story every time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role of, say, the game master, you can go on any adventure you want and you can do anything. And the system and the story will continue based on your choices.
So it's like a
At Hidden Door, we
AI
are
generated
working
D&D
with
adventure?
authors and folks
Yeah,
who
just
make
a one-person
some really exciting TV shows and other media
text
to bring those
adventure, I
worlds
guess.
into the platform. And the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does, period romance, which you can think of as more relationship-based gameplay, in addition to sort of your standard action-based gameplay or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling. While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are able to meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that was never pre-written or pre-scripted.
I don't
There's
believe
no
Tatooine
limit to
has
the
a
number
governor.
of characters you might encounter,
Arkin
the
is the
locations
governor
or
of
the
the entire
stories you
Outer
can
Rim.
tell. in
Well,
Hidden
because of the hut space, it doesn't technically have.
Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere
Any
you
I think she
want.
needs to
Representation.
revise-
You can
needs to
play
revise the
on
canon in that
desktop,
part
you can play on your mobile device.
What does it mean
you can play
that
on a tablet.
you couldn't make a governor? That's your goal.
That's true.
It's an interesting concept. It might not be for me, but I think the idea of it is something different.
It'd be fun to just like test for like an hour just to see how weird it gets and if it like does what it says.
Well, and like I've always been interested in doing more and more D&D stuff, but sometimes it's hard to get together with like a group all the time consistently.
Yeah.
Especially if you could do like Star Wars or make other worlds that are like franchises that I know that I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to be in Pokemon or something like that. This would be really cool. It's like, what was that game, Zork? But instead of it already having like pre-built ideas of what you can do, you kind of are more open to type in what you want to do.
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
What are you doing?
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look, I admire the initiative, but I think for now, let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who reach viewer rank 80. You can, however, unlock immediate access with 1,800 Sean points, purchasable for $9.99.
You made show production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazes has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh, God. Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check
Dakota. Poor guy just, that's all he does.
Dakota does. Star devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
Frenzy, 66 months.
Oh, I know a bunch of people that really like Don't Starve.
I never played the Don't Starve games. Reminds me of what is it called? It was a pixel junk shooter, is what it was.
I'm not very familiar with the genre, so I don't know.
Just the story element, like the dialogue and stuff there is more like, but you flew around like that.
This looks interesting for sure. Oh no.
Alright.
You've harnessed your glove's power, and now you want to find me.
Gotta find Mama.
What's this?
What's making the miasma angry? And it's spreading across America, twisting this once great nation into a
Miasma Chronicle?
We gotta help these people.
Is it XCOM-ish?
It's looking like it.
Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, it has that XCOM feel.
This looks cool.
Maybe in the future, you will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret. The revelations must be earned.
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Thank you, Text Generation. Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
And now, it's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Coleman.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies. There's been a development
Red lights are
that
never
requires
good.
my immediate
Nope.
attention.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing.
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Has there been like open a door and like zombies just jump on him?
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Outbreak?
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
Uh-oh. That wolf?
I don't know.
Wait, don't shoot. Director Coleman. Hey, man. Sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs, eh?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks.
Oh no.
I'm not worried.
Yep, shoot him in the back of the head.
Do you
Ugh.
crap.
I'm trying to run a business here.
Dr. Jekyll.
What did he just do?
And now he's
Get the
Mr.
marketing
Hyde.
team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only. Not our stuff.
Not our stuff.
Control issues
Undead.
downstairs.
Okay.
So is it? What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. I always want to know that one part.
I like this art though. That would interest me if I was looking on Steam.
He turned into like a, yeah, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing, right?
Cool.
Redheads.
Side-scroller platforming. Not funny.
Yeah. Was it sludge or was it like worms?
I couldn't tell. Whoa, that was cool. Space opera metro. I didn't get to read it all.
Metrovania.
Okay.
Opera? A space
I'm
opera?
looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a
Interesting.
file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44. Codename Omicron Delta November, _ final, final and 2.0 _ revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to lose the trust of your AI assistant, so let's just watch it really quick.
Oh. Is this a newer version of what was it called? Wave form?
Probably.
Wave something. That's what it reminds me of. Oh no, Invector. Okay, I guess I saw Invector. Can't think what that game was called though.
No, because I want to understand it someday.
A lot of space stuff.
Many answers as possible. Astrogator, we shouldn't behave here as if we were at home.
For a long time now, the cosmos has belonged to the one strongest species. Humans.
Oh, the little green like readout was cool.
There was life here before. Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Not every mission ends in success, Doctor. We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand? We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
Invincible. Interesting.
I think that looked kind of cool. Like a
Coming
story
up,
in space.
A theme park builder that's only days away. Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9, Roller Coaster Altair 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Okay, let's not go off the rails. Look, As fun as the carnival is, we all know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically, carnies are OP.
Audio surf, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Prizes are so much easier to win. Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
That was it, Gong.
Do you perceive the invisible thread that connects us to each other? The emotions that unite us without us even realizing it? The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations, to take on challenges greater than ourselves? All these feelings make us Visioneers. Visioneers are architects who are dedicated to making their childhood dreams a reality, empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most beautiful memories. Free spirits in search of adventure and new challenges. Indelible moments of amazement.
Just a theme park sim.
Yeah, they said it was by the creators of Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2.
Become a Visioneer. Go beyond the fun.
I used to play, what was that other one? They added Ghostbusters at one point. Are they gonna have Pac-Man in this one?
Oh, cool. I like park sims. I played the both. Well, I guess all three now. Jurassic Park ones.
As an AI,
oh yeah.
Done a couple of the roller coaster ones.
But good news. PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex,
Zoo Tycoon, I played that before too. That's
Yeah.
what the Jurassic Park kind of like, a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's the Jurassic Park Evolution, or no, Operation Genesis, and then the Jurassic World Evolution based off of the movies.
Didn't they do Evolution 2 as well?
Yeah.
Evil stirs in the depths of Gallowspire. 3 heroes step forth to contain the darkness within. A legendary fighter of peerless strength and skill.
He's not swinging.
Cunning rogue.
Doesn't look at
full of
anything.
Deadly surprises. And a powerful wizard.
There
wielding
are so
fury
many
of the elements.
enemies on screen.
Yeah.
Together, they are destined to confront the hordes of undead. And their deadly
Looks like Survivorio.
again and again. Attaining new
The mobile game.
Yeah.
And
That's what it reminds me of.
But what hope have they to seal away the whispering tyrant? For surely there can be no hope of surviving Gallowspire.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Introducing Diesel Legacy.
Oh, I like the announcer. I want that to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Join the open beta now on Steam. 2 versus 2 action.
I also like the 20s or whatever flash panels.
Not out.
Down, but not out.
Local and online multiplayer. Real match. Worldwide rollback netplay. Determine the fate of the Iron City.
Okay.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero, the noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
So is this delivery?
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I gather from the picture. It's like a bike delivery service.
DoorDash, the game.
Yeah.
Hello.
Inquisitive Fuhrer. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colourful bicycle messengers. Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary, and basic workplace rights less cool jobs offer as you race through town, weaving through alleys,
cool.
defying gravity
It's
as
like
you ride up
Crazy
walls,
Taxi.
leap from rooftops,
Yeah.
startle pigeons.
Tony Hawk on a
kind of
bike,
like
you
career
know?
in video game development, except without all the cool traversal stuff. So yeah, really just the exploitation. But I digress.
Sign a casual work agreement with one of 3 rival courier corporations, all vying to become the most profitable business in town. But be warned, a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate under.
So
You
it's
just
up to
hit that
you,
guy.
Bicycle courier, to deliver this foot-long grilled chicken, cheese, and chorizo melt and
I don't believe any
save
of
the
those things are on
world.
it. I think it's just lettuce.
Yuck. The pig flew!
Hi everyone, I'm Max from Grey Knight Games, a two-man studio based in Sweden, working on the game Fabledom, currently available in early access.
Mag.
Welcome to Fabledom. Sorry about the pigs.
Okay.
Hello, micro friends.
Ooh, grounded.
Hey, grounded, yeah. Halo. See, there's all this stuff with the Microsoft stuff that's on there, which is
Yeah, and it's all covered on PC because Game Pass.
you can also get it.
Yeah, which Game Pass is so worth it.
It certainly feels like it.
Like everything that was on the Xbox showcase was like day one on Game Pass.
Yeah, I know, right?
Game Pass.
Oh, don't mind
Like,
Sean.
don't worry about pre-orders and just get Game
Yeah.
Pass and just play it there.
We've got a
Like
bunch of
$15 a month, and you're like,
members to try
hey,
the
here's a
service.
$60
To get a
game.
chance of procuring
I played
one,
it for a week.
visit the URL
Time to
on
play
screen
another
now.
$60 game for 3 days.
Yep. I like this music.
Yeah.
It's like a Mega Man game.
Looks like Mega Man and everything but copyright.
Mm-hmm.
That look, yes, that look like that looks exactly. Wait, is it? What is his name? Proto Man? That is him, right?
I think so.
Maybe it just is a Mega Man game then. Just it was with a character I didn't recognize.
Gotcha.
Roguelike mode.
Mega mode.
Oh, that's cool. Make levels. $30XX, okay.
Sure.
Looked like Mega Man.
Before we continue with more exciting previews, I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and Co.
Hey, I'm touched and a little wealthier. Keep them coming.
Z-Blaze Paladins writes, did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look, you have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not be denied.
Okay, it looks like that's it. Our shout-outs feature is broken. I'm so sorry.
This
That's gonna be all for
guy.
shout-outs.
I haven't logged any
The
errors.
cameraman.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. Just can't be helped. Just like I can't help wanting to see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new sci-fi survival game, Chimera.
Why did we go to the cafe?
I don't know. Maybe to ground the show.
I guess. I don't know.
Gaming's for everybody, guys, even people who go to coffee bars. Fortnite? No. Kind of look like their character models.
Fortnite. But why? Okay, G, why are we going to the cafe at all? For what?
Warning. Extreme temperature.
That looks extreme. Yeah.
A little problematic.
Yeah. Then rebuild it all?
Y'all need some sunglasses.
Now we're in the sci-fi horror aspect. The world's been destroyed.
It's like Pitch Black. This happens every so many years, and creatures underneath come out.
Wait, is it all growing back that quick? Okay.
Well, I don't.
What is that game?
I don't know.
What is it? What do you do?
I swore they said sci-fi horror, right?
What?
I don't know what that blue light means. Is it ominous? It felt like it was supposed to be ominous, but why?
What is the game? I guess you shoot monsters.
I just want to know what the game is and what I'm supposed to do with it. You know?
I can look at this and be like, all right, I know what the game is.
I'm running around.
This art is like
This
Sea of Thieves roguelite.
Sea of Thieves.
I think it is Sea of Thieves.
A different perspective.
He just stabbed him a lot. Cool.
Soul magic restores our crew from before, yes, before. Black pearls in our chest, let us finish the quest now. This treasure we will find with
Yeah, I do think this is Sea of Thieves something.
The afterworld that has like the chains on the door and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything just looks Sea of Thieves.
blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is the leader. You do well to exceed her.
Most of these trailers should be sung.
Across the ocean blue, she'll conquer the brine for her grand design. That's the life we live, come along for the trip. When paths go astray, we find us a way. We put time to us up and give them the chop. We're a cursed crew and the party's on a trip.
Shadow Int.
All right.
Is it somehow not tied to Sea of Thieves at all?
I guess not.
It was a good song, DG.
We're on the moon? Oh no. Oh, that's cool.
It's like Mako, the game.
Whoa. That's cool.
I love the air like blowing out to like a gesture.
Yeah, the air vents.
Yeah. Like keeping them from falling off, it's so cool.
Fast and Furious. Is this a racing game?
I guess.
Exile
But there was no other vehicles.
racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way into my heart. Anyways, if you're not aware, I've got something of a history with the real-time strategy genre. And funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just so happen to be a valuable testing ground for world-leading AI research. Curious. Can it be just a coincidence, then, that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself an AI visionary? I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for
Why?
eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate. And today,
I remember
we
hearing
don't
about this
just
one.
get the chance to get some
I'm actually
exclusive
excited
first
about
look
this.
at some Stormgate gameplay, but we're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director, Tim Campbell, here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years, but for those of us who haven't, what is Stormgate?
Stormgate is our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command and Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding huge armies on the battlefield.
What is it about Stormgate that's new?
We believe that the RTS genre is something that should be enjoyed by players. of all
Marine-ish,
skill levels.
fighting
And
Zerg
so
right there.
We put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim, I understand that you brought for all of us, but in particular for me, a present to show today. What are you going to show, Tim?
We are going to show gameplay from the pre-alpha of Stormgate.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that we are big believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Let's take a look. Oh, Tim, I'm so excited. And right away, this looks like an RTS. Tell me what we're seeing.
This is the classic start to a 1v1 match. What you're seeing here is the human faction as they're sending
Robots
workers out to
turn
harvest
into the
resources.
buildings.
They're starting to construct building. They actually build them by 3D printing them from the ground up.
Cool.
You can see them now starting to train troops so they can have an army that goes out in the field to fight.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, we see in the corner coming up, this looks like a scout unit.
Yeah, that is literally a cybernetic dog with laser eyes. It is called the Scout, okay? It's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see what information he can find out about his enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information is such an important part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's
awesome.
especially useful early on.
So we're heading into what looks like the first engagement.
They
this
ran
game.
through the
What are we seeing?
trees.
Yeah,
what we're
that's
seeing
cool.
Right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the Light Force, which is the new train type and a twist on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these light forests work?
The Light Force lets smaller units move through them. They have concealment.
Huh.
It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base, in which case Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, which is another human faction advantage. And they're
look at that boy.
The defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are countering the heck out of these blue infantry, but...
And they
can
can't
these
go
rednecks
through,
the
right?
forest?
No,
Yeah.
they're too big to go through. They're heavy units. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through
That's
groups of
interesting.
enemies, but they can't fit through the Light Force, which Blue knew and used to his advantage.
I like
Okay,
that
so we're in
smaller,
mid-game. This is normally
like
where you
units
make some
can.
big tech decisions.
Usually
What's
just you
red?
can't or you can
We're
go
seeing
through.
Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and air units like this evac.
And it looks like they're just dropping right on top of Blue, who is killing a chicken? What's the chicken there, Tim?
Yeah, that's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet on it. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha, and that's art that we haven't gotten to yet, but imagine it as a big Mad Max Raider.
Ice, let's try placeholder art for now. And I see
Oh, they have a
Red
dash.
diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up in the
Nice,
air
okay.
transport.
Very
Some
marine
classic high-level
feeling, or-
micro.
It is, and it's
Yeah.
really important for Stormgate that we maintain
Like
a
door
balance
Oh, and
dropping
then
and
there's
stuff.
like
players
the
can
siege
express
tank.
themselves on the battlefield by maneuvering and how they interact with the battlefield.
And here we have the final fight of the game, and it looks like Blue is coming up against those mechs. Red is trapped on the other side of the train.
Whoa, cool.
They can blast through them now, and Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see Blue swarming in from both sides. This is not looking good for Red.
No, it's pretty grim. Red is on the ropes right here, and they've been outmaneuvered. They're caught in the corner here between two different forces coming in with a mobile pincer.
Man, and of course,
There's the GGs.
the most classic ending to an RTS game, GG. Get Tastosis on that stat. Outside of 1v1, what's coming up for Stormgate?
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have a 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. We have team-based competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today.
But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now?
Uh-oh.
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam and you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July.
Once again, go to Steam and wishlist Stormgate. Tim, thank you so much again for joining us, not just to talk about the 1v1 footage you shared, but the future content plans of Stormgate. It makes the RTS players' dreams come true. Which might not be your dreams.
Beta
I mean,
access
your
before too
dreams
long,
might be
huh?
filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star Wars vibe to it. If so, get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
All of the words he said together sound good.
They're like pictures of video, right?
Pictures of video?
Yeah, like you can tell they filmed some stuff in here, but then they're like,
oh,
okay, that was strange.
This looks like Dune.
Yeah, this one definitely does. That was like some crazy Hobbit shit. There's the old Hobbit cartoon.
Whatever.
Okay.
Men, you are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Give me a twist on this. Give me something like supernatural.
Is that what you want? You don't want it to just be like World War II?
Yeah.
Jumping in, Band of Brothers style?
Easy Company, go, 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 go.
Yeah, right? You want to land and there's raptors on the battlefield?
I don't care about... Nah, give me like... I don't know.
Is it going to be an RTS kind of game?
I
Or
don't know.
shooter? Well,
FPS.
oh.
Keep moving! We've taken a terminal plane!
I got the cameraman from Jason Bourne.
Yeah, the shaky cam is getting to be a lot. What?
Hell let loose. Join the fight today. I don't know. I don't know that one.
I just feel like we have so many war games. Like, I feel like you need to bring something new to the table.
Sure. Like Atomic Picnic.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah. I basically looked at Aaron and looked back and it was done.
I don't know what that one was either.
Damn, that was quick.
Cartoon Network game.
Oh. Jeez. See, at least this one, I know what to expect when I play the game.
Yep.
You know?
Here, slide.
Consume.
Mullet Magic.
Damn, that was quick.
What a name. Breathe the animals, Eric.
Breathe them in.
Take off your boots.
Fuck. Damn, that was quick.
What the heck?
Okay.
That was gun on that elephant.
Was there a tank gun on that elephant?
Yeah. What? Oh.
They forgot to turn on their exciting music.
I think they forgot to tell us what game that was.
Yeah, they didn't even say have a title of it, did they?
Did I miss a game title?
I'm actually interested in that title. What? That was like Civ with mammoths with guns.
I have no need for material possessions. But good news. PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech.
Apparently Hell Let Loose is really good. That's like a
DLC
or something.
edge hardware.
Your concerns are both
Trailer did
unnecessary
not
and convenient, Sean.
show that
As the
before.
long-term vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins, it comes as no surprise.
Look, I don't know how to tell you this, Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Okay, that game was like Recivilization or Recolonization.
Life for a while now.
Revival Recolonization.
That's very hardware intensive.
When using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult to match.
It doesn't have just the kind of like generic gamer look to it.
Literally everything I do is powered by Alienware, and it just makes me so happy.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Hungry Box?
Yep.
Scan to enter.
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of free?
Free!
Oh, enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I also don't have blood.
But
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God,
What?
no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I missed.
Anything but that. Let's move on to
I was trying to get
literally
this
anything.
Alienware thing.
So, what's next? Well, this is a little awkward.
What's this?
Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors.
Oh, never mind.
Oh boy.
What if we gave it a spin?
Wonder how they pick and choose like what to have on this.
I don't know.
Like what the process has to be. Guy a bear?
Oh, I thought they were just doing everything they could.
Is that guy a sloth?
Yes? There's a lot of stuff going on this screen right now. This is also like Survival IO.
Now, I'm sure there's some things that they the chat can like screw with the game.
Oh, cool.
There's been a few games like this. I like that where the chat can like add things to it.
Cool. Never heard of it.
Jesus! It's too much.
We are only a
I need a
couple
star
months
from
out
Mario
from
or
the
something.
full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I literally cannot tell you how excited I am to try out some of the character builds I've got going on.
Might have to
up
try it
here.
out sometime,
I'm
Eagle.
thinking of running like a mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank, can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh,
Those
dear
fingers.
God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true.
Like
It's hard to
hot
tell
dog
if it wasn't the
fingers
work
and
of
his
a
teeth are falling out.
trained professional, but
Looks like something you'd
do
see
you
in
have any
Everything
professional
Everywhere All at
artist
Once.
work, you know, just to like compare?
I do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at MASH. Here's an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god, battled packs of fearsome gnolls, and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane. And today we faced our greatest foe yet.
He was just so strong. And I think his blood was acid. I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No. First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these twisted swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion, an elixir that could grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However, attaining it will necessitate a trade.
Give me his spleen.
What?
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature.
This is so...
Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance.
This is just so weird because the game is nothing like this. Like, art-wise.
They said it was a animation.
Yeah, it just...
Oh, I didn't know you speak frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know, ever since the hag turned me into a frog, I've been down in the dust.
Okay.
They got the experience.
I don't know what it had to do necessarily with Baldur's Gate as a whole.
Yeah, like, what does that have to do to, like, make me... Okay, give me this.
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative, given that the name of the game
There's
is
a
Baldur's Gate,
ship
the city was
for
really
a
gonna be the thing that people
bar.
were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together, and if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of the window and see down the city slope, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
We can put lots more of the city onto the screen than they could in 1998.
This guy's an expert writer.
We can do something that is more immersive.
You tell by his facial hair.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You have crowds that are walking around, can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
All the things that you have done up to the city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following and all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire.
Jeez,
throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the result,
God, those automatons look great.
The feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in the completely fantastical.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Have you ever played a Baldur's Gate, Aaron?
No, I never did.
I think you'd like it. It's basically just D&D.
They play kind of Diablo-ish, don't they? Like action RPG ways? Is that how they play? Or is it more hack and slash-ish?
They're kind of Diablo-ish.
We're forging ahead with more fantasy as flame-headed fighters face ferocious foes in a co-op action roguelike. After all, what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors?
We had Evernights, now we have Ember Knights.
I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
You saw something about Ember Knights already, right?
I think so.
The name sounds familiar.
Well, like I said, there was Evernights as well.
Yeah. The song's pretty good.
Ah, you co-op, and they have like different abilities. It looks like too.
This would be a fun game.
It reminds me a little bit of Castle Crashers, but in a roguelike style.
Yeah. That looked fun. I would pick that up.
What in the world?
So you just play as a vehicle the whole time?
I guess. Are we living vehicles?
Or you just don't leave your vehicle?
Like Maximum Overdrive? Terror Tech.
Terror Tech Worlds.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrors, venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Officially too long.
I figured Baldur's Gate would have been the last thing they did.
Yeah.
Is it the two of them coupled together? Or just this one you thinking
I forgot to mention,
individually?
a super weird, scary thing getting around inside the ring.
I think it's, for me, it's just this one. I didn't have to super pay attention to the first one because I was doing other stuff. But man, this is...
I suppose you're looking for the lodge. Here, take this. I call it the atomic space shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Scream stream game?
Yeah, I think so. Looks kind of cool. Ooh, what's that?
We gotta find the others, dude.
Oh no!
Don't go around that corner.
What killed him?
Man, that blood is really coming out. Oh my god. Hit like 7 arteries.
What the heck? Stealth extraction horror.
Haha! I can't believe it worked. This is it. This is the key to. Ah, you're alive. Ready to go back in?
Huh. Stealth extraction horror is a different type of horror genre than I'm used to. Like tactical stealth espionage or whatever that Metal Gear Solid was, you know?
Yeah.
We thought we had billions of years before our sun died. We were wrong.
Same.
Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships a ray of hope. Captain, it is up to you to find us a new home, so we can plant the future seeds of humankind.
Copy. Plotting course now. Sector locked in.
That's crazy looking.
That's just video with a filter.
Prepare for warp jump in 3, 2, 1.
Soft landings, Captain.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world gonna fare when our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years? Me, I'm optimistic. Who knows what we'll achieve by then? Every billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is one more step on the winding road of progress. Up next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city builder. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Yeah, Scudder, I get what you mean. There's been a lot of games where it's like that looks like a cool animation or a cool cinematic, but I have no idea what the playstyle is meant to be like.
Yeah, I think
feel
that's.
like-
Go ahead.
Say the more you put those together, keep doing more and more and more, the less impact everything has.
I think that's partially why like it drags. It's just so much of it is just like me going, okay, and what is this? Instead of me being excited at what it is.
Yeah. It's like I get this. I'm looking at. I look here. I can be like, I understand what I'm
Make
doing.
some
I'm
walls,
building
move some water,
aqueducts and.
spray some
Yeah, this
shit.
looks cool.
Yeah.
This is the type of game I enjoy. Then disaster strikes. See?
Disaster always strikes.
Rome.
Jupiter.
Jupiter's cock. Sorry, I can't not say it.
Oh no.
Fix that dam. All the damn water's coming through.
And look, he did this and now we rebel against him and fight against the gods.
I got a Coliseum. Eric, we need to play this. We watch Rome.
Or just watch Rome, because it's extremely satisfying. Nova Roma. Alright, looks interesting.
That's what we're missing. They don't have the world premiere.
In
That
epic
would help.
survival strategy game.
I love this genre.
Huh. That guy looks almost real.
Is over. All we want is to
CG
return
looks
home.
like crap. I like Nordic.
To the newborn Czechoslovakia we fought for. Brothers and sisters. None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see our home once again. Across the endless snowfields of Siberia. Through territory disputed by the Red and White armies. By armored train in a harsh winter. Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way. Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance. Our last train home.
Uh-oh.
Will you lead us?
See, that looks interesting to me.
Pairing squad tactics with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I.
That's
However,
cool.
historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers traveling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing,
Chick's
though.
so dumb. I love it.
Can't be trusted. As proof, watch as Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
What?
Hey Gordon, it's Kyle. I know we're dropping this on you last minute, but we need you to head down to the Sunrise Street studio lot. The antenna activated itself last night.
Can they say Sesame Street?
That old puppet show over the news.
They said Pokemon with guns.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh no, look what they did."
Bye.
My Friendly
Last
Neighbor.
job of the day is always the worst.
It seems like Finance at Freddy's set up in a way.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Oh, there's Big Bird.
Hey, stay back. Studio lights.
That's a big bird.
Yep. The
Bonk.
heck?
X.
Hey man, Jim Henson doesn't have normal firearms. He's gotta craft them.
What the?
Music was pretty good there for a bit. Just for a second. Oh my god, the real show is more terrifying. They're just standing there with their arms up. That's
Waka
an
waka.
Interesting concept.
I think I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
You go back to the beginning?
All right.
And points up for grabs right here.
Push as much as you can. Cubby.
Can they push more, I wonder? They can't afford to sit back and relax now.
Are we in trouble or not?
Oh, and that's a crash.
I push now, thanks for my push now.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Is that the night show host, James Corbin?
James Corden? No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Hey, Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple programming adjustment to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute
There's
it?
9 followers, like
let's do
7 of
it.
them.
Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart. I'm just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Okay.
Should be almost wrapped up here soon. I was wondering if they'd end up off with something pretty big or not.
I don't know. I don't know if they have anything big left.
Sure.
I think there's one I know of that hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
The depths.
Oh no!
That looks like he's gonna blow up.
Oh no! The beeps. Is the planet gonna blow up because of that?
Because when they drop,
Yeah.
oh look at it! Oh my gosh, that's why he was hurrying. That kind of looks fun.
Yeah. Uh-oh, they glitched.
Huh.
Stardew Valley, but evil.
I see. Right?
Uh-oh. What was that?
Oh yeah.
Hey.
What the hell?
That quickly turned.
That did change.
Boomtown.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It
course.
is finer than gravel,
It's
but
irritating.
coarser than silt.
It gets everywhere.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence. Would you like to hear more about sand types?
Oh, no need. I'm about to know plenty. Let's take a look at sand.
Okay.
Tower House. What a great mustache. That's a revolver rifle? A
Yeah,
revolver repeater? Hell
that
yeah.
And the pipe are both interesting.
Like he's part of the Peaky fucking blinders.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, the pipe is really interesting.
Завітайте в Лазуровий порт. У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани. Файно! Замовлю собі багатського м'яса та пива. А ви що, хлопці?
Ну, раз ми ліпші, то побалуйся ми шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро? А я, як завжди, маленьку банушу хочу.
What are we on, a sand crawler?
Some kind, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, cool. That's better than a sandcrawler.
That's pretty neat. It's like an ATTE or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also reminds me of Mortal Instruments, that book series in the movie.
Yeah.
Where you're on traveling cities.
Huh.
What's the game like?
What do you do in it?
Sand.
No.
Sand.
We have reached
Back
the
at the
end
coffee
of
shop.
This year's show, and we're saving something very exciting for the end.
Good.
Dune Awakening.
Yeah,
a
this is the
survival
one I
MMO
was
adaptation
waiting
of
for.
the classic sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments.
Do
Oh my God, I could
the
dress up
throat
maybe
singing.
as, like a giant sandworm.
It will require 3 million teraflops of processing power to render you as a sandworm, Sean.
I mean, don't worry about it. We can skip the costuming. It's just something that, like, Frankie and I used to do. Like, not you, like the real Frankie with the fun hair who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot. And I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right?
Frankie's
Frankie
dead.
Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
She
I want to do the Dune dress up.
She's reflecting the green through her shiny silver.
I tried to
Was she?
fire everyone and make
Oh yeah, I see it in the bottom left.
Shut up and put the costume on.
Why would you choose, if you're on a green screen, why would you choose to do shiny stuff?
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with spice melange. It's Dune Awakening.
This is probably what they're
drone in
ending
there.
with then.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause they were talking about needing to end on something big.
Yeah.
My name's Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening. So Dune Awakening is a survival, open world, massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of Dune. They involve themselves in politics, they involve themselves in intrigue, they involve themselves in combat, they have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe. So when Dune Awakening begins, you are a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their still suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild. You have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying. in
It's cool to fly
formation,
in those.
Sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance.
Can you ride a
in order
worm?
to harvest with your guild. And you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in Dune Awakening.
Cool.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
Dune Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time. We have a concept called a Coriolis storm, and when it sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms. Combined arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual expression and customization, which of course we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
So the journey of the player, we've divided that into 4 parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging onto life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well, and you might want to take their stuff. Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then, the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are clinging to control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist there is.
That'd be cool to fight another guild and all of a sudden a giant worm shows up. So now it's like, do I fight the guild or the worm? Or
I don't even know if you can fight the worm. It's just a fighter run, mostly run.
For me, honestly, AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI. You are getting the band back together.
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, Dakota, you guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Just turn off. You have the control.
All right.
Dakota, he's busy eating his sandwich. He didn't get to finish it earlier. All right. So that was the PC game show.
Gaming show.
Yeah. I don't know. It was okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it felt longer because it was the opposite of what we talked about with
it was the exact
Sony
opposite.
and whatnot, right? Because there's a lot of the in-betweens.
Maybe I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I knew those two people.
There's a lot of games. I think another thing is a lot of the games, I felt like they were showing something, but then I'm left being like, but what is this game? Like, I don't know how to play it or what I'm supposed to do with it.
Yeah,
or should I be excited for it? Or is it just... Because every game's going to have a story of some sort, but I want to know what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, I think it's like that's probably the cardinal sin of this whole thing is like don't give me stuff that gives me no idea what the game is.
Yeah.
Don't like giving you a vibe and like an aesthetic of what you're going to be into is great, but like unless it's only like 30 seconds of that, I need more. Give me
I agree.
An idea of like even like Overwatch cinematics when they come out for their characters. They have their characters like do their in-game moves in them,
Mm-hmm.
so you at least get to see what you're expecting from it. So like,
Sure, but in that at least you have an idea of what
the game is on its own,
is.
yeah.
Whereas sometimes you get some of these and I'm like Sand, I have no idea what I do in Sand, you know?
Yeah.
They announced it and they showed some cool like cinematic for it, but I don't know what I do. As opposed to like that Nova Rome game.
Yeah.
Like I know exactly what it is.
Mhm.
That's just what they showed us.
There was
So-
a lot of park and like building games.
A lot of
today.
space games.
A lot of
building
space, a lot of
games.
building games.
a lot more in the strategy realm, but I think PC is
a lot more like that's where that kind of stuff lives.
yeah, you're not gonna like you're gonna get shooters and that's gonna be on console and PC and stuff,
Yeah.
but a lot of those strategy games, especially like RTS, is like you don't get StarCraft and Warcraft typically on
Like
console. You get that on a
s-
PC.
Stormgate.
Stormgate looks pretty cool.
Like I like that. I've been a StarCraft player for like since the beginning of 2. I didn't ever play 1. I didn't have a PC back then, but I played a ton of 2. So I'll be picking that up and playing that for sure.
Yeah.
So that one had me excited.
It had the class whatever they were playing, like the way the robots turned into the buildings and stuff. Like
Yeah, they
all
3D
the
printed
elements
them.
of it felt like things I would see from Protoss, from Zerg, and from Terran all in one and stuff. So it'd be neat to see what kind of other classes or races, whatever they have, that they have to go against.
I mean, I knew the Dune game was coming. Like I read it and I kind of left that one. I was hoping for more than just pre-alpha footage.
Sure.
And them doing more than the little they did. But
yeah, everything they were talking about sounded great, but it was majority of just here's a dude standing in the desert. Here's another shot of a dude standing in a desert.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
okay.
like survival games are like maybe one of my favorite genres.
Yeah.
Like it's being made by the people who made Conan Exiles, which is very, very good.
Mhm.
So that gives me hope on it. Conan Exiles is one of my favorites of that kind of genre. So they have a good pedigree in it. So that's promising. So hopefully in the next year we see more than just pre-alpha stuff.
Yeah.
A little more
There was
dynamic.
a lot of alpha and pre-alpha stuff that we got in this. There was another game that was, I think it was an MMO, and they showed like kind of a general world, and it was a lot of people standing on cliff sides, and I feel like that happened a lot throughout the show anyway. But
yeah.
One of those things where it's like, well, I don't fully get what I'm looking for, and it's all just pre-alpha. But I was interested in that Stampede Racing Royale thing.
Yeah, with
It's like
the 30-something people.
Yeah, like Mario Kart with, I think it was 60, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm
think-
thinking of the 33 Immortals.
Yeah.
It was 60 on
But
the
like Mario
racing.
Kart Fall Guys kind of idea, I think would be cool. And a fun like group stream with viewers and stuff. I think that would be fun to do.
I think the game before you were talking about was Pax Day.
Pax Day?
I think so.
That sounds right.
I tried to start taking notes, but I ended up looking down at my phone and to try and type like the notes I wanted. I'm not fast enough versus like writing it down while we're sitting here.
Sure.
Dorf looked fun, and that was an RTS as well.
Old looking, yeah.
Yeah, it was
RTS.
an old looking RTS. That looked fun. The only other one I managed to get written down was Sail Blazers. My phone might have.
Yeah.
That was the one that was just, huh?
It was like, I think that was the one that had Eric like, man, that's a big sword, and he was fighting something. And then they go back and they're like, all right, set up your shop. And I'm like, okay, so we go out and we adventure, and then we come back and we sell what we get, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a survival game, but instead of like base building, you're a company build. It's like the Lemonade Stand that was the Flash game.
Yeah. And then Macabre was like a stealth horror game.
Yeah, that one looked interesting. That definitely felt like it was a U.
Yeah, I like various horror genre games. There was one that was sci-fi horror, but I didn't understand anything in it. It showed like the like sun explode and all the grass growing back and everything, and then it showed like the blue light underneath the ground, and it cut. But I never saw like the scary things or
there was nothing
what the
that was like
gameplay would be
horror
like.
about it. It was just he dropped his bottle of something and ran away.
Oh, that one, Breath Edge. That one.
Oh yeah, I'm confusing.
No, there was another one that was. It looked more realistic than Breath Edge did.
Yeah. I got what you're. I remember which one it is now because it was the one that had all the grass growing back really fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I find like even though I started to get the cringe AI joke, the meta joke of it all, it just was too much. It should have been
I think
like,
if you're going to do a thing where it's like, look, we have to protect the creativity of the artists against the AI, and I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to do that, make it bearable to watch.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, I'm like, I wonder what the AI would do.
What the AI would do?
Because
Well,
I don't know.
what
Maybe
story
if you're
would they
fans of
tell?
those two, or maybe if I watched the other shows back to back, I would have gotten it or something. But that was rough.
Yeah, I mean, those two have been.
That was
at least
real
Day 9. I know. I don't know if it's been Frankie too.
I
but
think it's been Frankie.
They've been doing it for a
Apparently
little while.
she's a CS:GO commentator or something like that.
those two have been doing it for a while, but
yeah.
I think the commentary joke would have served well as a 5-minute joke, and then the rest just tell us what the games are.
Sure,
You
get
know?
into them and everything.
I think the PlayStation Showcase is kind of like what I really need. I don't need you to tell me what the game is. I need the game to tell me what the game is. And like that's what they should be doing, is bringing trailers and stuff to us that like informs us what their game is, and not just like, here's the pretty like landscape with no
Sure.
concept of what it is.
Here's the cinematics, and here's things
Yeah.
that aren't in, like the Baldur's Gate like animation that we had, where it's like if you wouldn't have told me that this was Baldur's Gate animation, I wouldn't have had any idea what game we were looking at. You know?
Yeah, that would like made no sense. It had like no thematic ties to Baldur's Gate in terms of its art style, or like any like noticeable characters it's tied with Baldur's Gate that I know of.
Youthful Eagle says that we should check out sometime the Devolver Digital showcase.
I had fun with that when we did that 2 years ago.
Well, they did one. Theirs this year was an AI themed one that they said was just done better than this one, and I think that was one of them that we'd watched like PC showcase before, and then it was Devolver, and Devolver was like, "Well, this is new and like a breath of fresh air compared to kind of like what we had here."
Oh,
so.
dude, yeah. Remember when Razer came on? And we were so beaten down by everything we had seen that we just loved the Razer guy trying to sell Razer products.
It was pretty good, I guess.
Good.
Presentation was an A, you know. All right. Well, there was some stuff here. A few things that were interesting. Ebenezer looked not what I was expecting it to be, but looked kind of cool.
Sure.
So that one started off fairly strong with that.
I thought I was going to greatly dislike it until I saw the actual gameplay. I'm like, oh, this looks fun.
Yeah. It caught me off guard, so I think that might be one to keep an eye open for. But all right, well, do you guys have anything else about any other games or anything then? If not, we will be back, guys, tomorrow. I think Ubisoft is at 1, so we'll start a little bit before then, and then there will be another stream for Capcom later on at 6 tomorrow. And I won't be having a stream, I don't believe, tomorrow. I don't know how long Capcom or any of that stuff is either, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I assume both are an hour is my assumption, but
yeah.
Before we leave, I need to know your new ranking or your rating for this show. I started at a 1.
I think I was a 1 too, right?
Aaron was a 1. Jake was a 2.
Yeah.
For me, I liked the 60-player Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick at a 1.
There
wasn't really anything there for me. Or at least I couldn't see it.
I don't really blame you. I think I'm trying to just go off of like the stuff that I liked, and not because like stuff that isn't for me shouldn't drag the stuff that I like down.
I understand that. I mean, the idea of like, if you watch just 100 movie trailers in a row, by movie trailer 25, even if it's one of the best trailers, you're gonna be like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
Attention. You're trying to sell me on 3 acts. You know, like it all kind of runs together, and
Sure.
I feel like game shows do that a lot too.
Yeah, even
especially
with
these long 2-hour ones.
Even with stuff I liked, I think I'm at a 5.
You're at a
That's
5?
being generous.
Yeah. I think mine's at maybe 3.
You're at a 3?
Like I like Stormgate.
Yeah.
There was the Stampede Racing I thought was cool. There was a couple other games I thought was interesting too. But yeah, it felt long compared to some of the other ones. But I think that Starfield kind of also felt a little long. Even though they were showing different things, some of it kind of got a little repetition within it, I think, too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think one game ever needs 30 minutes.
Sure.
If you can't sell me on a game in 10, then I don't think your game... Like, if your game hasn't already sold me by 10, then it's not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think. and anything after that, you're just padding the numbers just to kind of show off that you're doing it. So, I think I'm with you on that being really long.
So I like the Xbox Bethesda's part before Starfield. Game Showcase or Game Fest wasn't too bad. Sony wasn't too bad either.
Yeah,
I
like Game Fest and Sony. I missed a lot of the Xbox One just because I was switching.
Sure.
And paying attention to that and trying to figure out whatever the lag was. But I'll rewatch that. But it was decent from what I saw.
I'm excited for tomorrow for Ubisoft, especially if we will see some Outlaws for Star Wars. They said that's by Ubisoft and that we should be seeing more of that tomorrow. So
Ubisoft and Mirage, I'm excited for.
Yeah. So we will be back tomorrow for Ubisoft and some more with Capcom. So make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out, or follow here, and we'll also have stuff up on the Blind Wave Gaming channel for in case you missed anything here. I know people said there was buffer issues and all that, so make sure you guys follow us on the Blind Wave Gaming. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.